welcome to my presentation. My name is Bree and today I will be discussing the topic of asynchronous learning. Asynchronous learning occurs when learners access and interact with the content at different times. This type of learning permits students to study at times convenient to them. Courses will, however, have deadlines specific to the class to ensure each student is still learning in a timely manner. As students are expected to construct their own knowledge through interacting with the content, their peers and teacher, it is underpinned by a constructivist approach to teaching and learning. Popular asynchronous learning tools in Australia include Moodle, Style and Canvas. They are better known as Learning Management Systems or LMS for short. These sites allow teachers to upload content and interact with students in a range of ways. For example, students can access text, images, videos, YouTube or website links, documents, discussion boards, virtual rooms, online libraries, and teacher announcements. For the remainder of this presentation, I will be discussing asynchronous learning using the LMS Canvas. According to the PIC-RAC framework, Canvas is classified as an interactive and transformative technology. The PIC-RAC framework works by addressing the two questions: what are students doing with technology and how does this use of technology impact the teacher's pedagogy? The answer to the first question is interacting. When using Canvas for asynchronous learning, students are interacting with content, the teacher, and other students. They can make comments on posts, interact with links and videos, attend virtual sessions, post on discussion boards, as well as send private messages. During asynchronous learning, students are consistently interacting in some way. Moving on to the RAT part of the framework, these interactions also contribute to asynchronous learning transforming the teacher's pedagogy, as students are interacting in ways that are not possible without the use of this technology. Additionally, LMSs enable students who may not have been able to attend physical classes to learn, as students can log in from anywhere with an internet connection. Students are also able to learn at their own pace, as they can spend as much time as they need on certain subject areas. Furthermore, it provides the opportunity for teachers to provide multiple means of representation and expression for students, meaning students can engage with learning materials that are suited to their learning needs. Design is a key factor when determining the effectiveness of a technology. Richard Meyer had developed 12 principles of multimedia design which can be used to analyze technologies. The design principles most relevant to asynchronous learning through Canvas are segmenting and signaling. Segmenting is when learning materials are presented in sections in sequential order of the learning. Signaling involves cues that show the main idea in an organized way. This is an example of a mock LMS breaking these principles. The information is hard to process, the focus of learning is difficult to identify, and connections cannot easily be made. But if we were to segment the information, we can now see the flow of learning broken down into relevant parts. This setup allows the learner to build their knowledge as they progress in the learning. If we move on to signaling, the main ideas are now highlighted, making it easier for students to see what is being taught. Students can now identify important content, making it easier for them to complete the learning activities. Now we can see a clear and cohesive example of what an LMS page should look like to enable effective asynchronous learning. It is important that teachers consider all 12 of Meyer's principles when designing asynchronous learning lessons. As we are moving forward in the 21st century, we continue to adapt and learn how to use new and upcoming technologies. Canvas has a simple design to ensure any digital literate person can navigate it with ease. The LMS setup is similar to common website layouts. Nonetheless, internet connections can be unreliable at times, which can greatly impact learning, as internet access is vital for students' access to the LMS. As learning management systems are created to be used in school settings, they are safe environments. The websites are password protected, meaning the websites are not accessible to the general public. Canvas guarantees that all information uploaded and entered into their website is protected and only accessed by students and school staff. They are also committed to transparency and confidentiality, as well as being held accountable for their services. This emerging technology is growing in popularity as the way students are learning is evolving. In the future, asynchronous learning through LMSs such as Canvas can be implemented across all learning areas and year levels. As it supports a constructivist approach to teaching, this technology could be used to transform inquiry units of work. For example, a Year 6 class may be working on a unit about ecosystems for science. The class could consist of some students from the area that attend the physical school daily, as well as a group of students who learn from home for a range of reasons located in different areas around the state. The use of Canvas would allow the students attending school and those learning from home to access the same education and interact with one another. All students would be able to access resources in line with their learning needs, and students learning from home would be able to learn at the time of day that suits them. As our society and students' learning needs are changing, we as educators need to evolve with the times. Asynchronous learning through platforms like Canvas enable us to do this and therefore are leading technologies for the future. Thank you for listening. These are my resources.